I think I made it clear that Ecco can be a very frustrating game. But that frustration is an okay one. You feel accomplished when you do beat a level. So what's the golden rule when something becomes successful? A sequel! A chance to refine and work on what's already there to make something even greater. Something that should be everyone's thought process when they make such a thing and not just, well, hot shit, it's hot! Let's make another for more money! But this is exactly what happened with Ecco. It was a success to the point it became one of those games that you see ported to just about every console, and it also became one of Sega's biggest IPs that never sees the light of day, along with so many others. Oh, I love that opening theme music. Right off the bat, the game gets you hooked. So calm, yet you know something's gonna be fucked up just listening to that. Once again, they nailed it with the music. Probably one of the best soundtracks the Genesis had to offer. So at a glance, everything seems to be accounted for. Ecco controls the same, he has his charge shot, just everything has a better presentation. Kinda makes you think what the first Ecco game would have been like if they had more than 10 months to develop it. I think the first 3D section alone at the beginning of this game will show this. The Tides of Time starts off roughly right after Ecco 1. Ecco's enjoying his new powers and living life with his recently saved pod, but nothing lasts and soon Ecco loses abilities that the Asteroid had given him. God damn, that was quick to lose the training wheels, Ed. We soon find out that the asteroid is dead and that the Vortex presence can be felt, but all is not lost as we run into Trelia. A descendant of Ecco's who once again scared the shit out of me when I first played because I didn't realize what the fuck she was. She came from the future. Or one of them, apparently.
Now wait. Before you psychos out there get all bent out of shape because the game uses time travel as a plot element, a couple of things. A, Ecco does an okay job of it. B, don't give so much of a fuck about it. There, problem solved. So much heartache on you anymore, psychos.
Anyway, Trelia tells Ecco that there are two possible futures. The good future, and a dark vortex future, and that she needs to take Ecco to her time as an old friend wants to speak with him. Go into the future, go into the future, go into the future, go into the future. Not the past, not the past, not the past. Yeah. Oh my god. But I love what they did with Trelia's design. It kinda makes you think, what would a dolphin or other creature look like as time goes by and they evolve? Actually, evolution plays a pretty big theme in Ecco too. Not just in story, but in gameplay as well. And it's something we see as soon as we're transported into the good future. Dolphins have become the dominant species called skyfins. They evolved being able to fly and have telekinesis among other things. Even Earth has evolved. The oceans are now connected by these water tubes called sky tides. I think anyone who's played probably remember these 3 fucking levels. On normal difficulty, it's not too bad. You only have to deal with 2 of them. But on hard, oh, you can go fuck its hat. Especially the tubes of Medusa. Remember how much I hated the fact that if you died on the last fight, it'd send you back a level in the first game? Well, same shit applies here. You have to get around this big-ass jellyfish that goes out of its way to attack you, and although it can't actually hurt you, it can grab onto you and fling you out, and it ain't sending you back to the Sky Tide. No, it's sending you all the way back to the Skyway, 2 levels back. Sure, if you're quick, you can get back to the Sky Tides easily, but no! Don't do that shit to us! Honestly, I don't know what I hated more, the slow retry deaths or the quick and constant fuck-ups just eating at me. Falling and falling and flinging and falling and fuck off. The biggest problem I have about this part is the fact that Ecco's weakest aspect, his control, is put on the spotlight here. Normally you can't even tell. Even on Skyway or Aquatubeway, it's barely even noticeable, but having to constantly move in these little fucking roots, it's a pain in the ass not falling out on your own, let alone this piece of shit constantly after you. So about an hour later of dying and falling and getting a dose of deja vu of that horrible dolphin depth sound, we make it to the Skylands. Here we're introduced to an awesome item, the Morph Ball. These items appear in about half a dozen levels and they completely change how the game plays. Here you're changed into a seagull and must fly over the cliff while avoiding eagles and falling rocks. But in other levels you'll change into a jellyfish, a shark, vortex drone, even a school of fish late into the game. It's a great concept, I just wish there was more to it. I mean, Christ, you only get to transform into a shark once, but that one time you're like, hell yeah! Shark dash! Eat those fucking dolphins! How high can you fly in the sky, Ecco Shark? Ooh, not high. I admit I enjoyed dashing as a shark just a little too much. But anyway, after playing through a few more levels, we reach the Asteroid's cave and our old DNA friend tells us what's going on. As shown here, the Vortex Queen wasn't killed and that she somehow figured out that the asteroid had given Ecco the power he needed to defeat her. So she successfully attacked it, and a little later we find out that she had her drone separate just about all of its globes. Also, what the hell was up with the future asteroid? You know how many times I drowned due to this guy having pushy balls? Here, you have to swim in line with his movement or he'll push you out, and I swear his push is even worse on hard mode. Like, what the fuck is that shit? I wasn't anywhere near that ball barrier. Actually, now that I think about it, why didn't he just give me my powers back right here? Oh, I think I found a plot hole. But my god, it's no wonder that there's a possible dark future. The asteroid is more or less this planet's guardian. He can barely even speak more than 2 words here. So we are once again on the hunt to find the asteroid's missing globes, and welcome to the most tedious part of the game, the Eye. This huge labyrinth only unlocks sections once you find each pair of globes. But you don't know what key glyph unlocks, so you're gonna go to each one like a retard, testing them just to read, "You must rebuild the asteroid to gain access," over and over and over, and fuck off! Alright, no more overs and overs, I promise you. Maybe. After finally finding its second last pair of globes, we find out that Assie's final pair have been taken to the dark future, and that Ecco can't get to that time due to the time machine, and Atlantis can only travel back in time. But we're in luck. 2 drones take Ecco back to their time and die, and now we're into the dark future. Why did they do that? Now welcome to probably the most unique part about this game. Here's where that new rubber dolphin mechanic really comes into play here. These levels still have that puzzle and exploration aspect, but it acts more like a platformer now due to there not really being that many bodies of water. Hence the rubber dolphin mechanic letting you jump off land. So you must jump and move on land to figure out what to do, as gravity changes on you quite a bit. And I think this was my favorite part of Ecco 2. Everything about it is just so distinctively different from what we've seen so far. From the way Ecco has to move about, the art style, and to top it all off, it shows you just what happens to Earth if Ecco fails. And if he failed, it was because of this piece of shit globe holder. I hate this dirty cocksucker. There was only one time I was tempted to quit hard mode, and it was right here. What you have to do is have the globe holder smash off the walls a set amount of times to weaken it so it can free the final pair of globes. But like anything else in Ecco, it isn't that easy. You see those little balls connected to it? Yeah, they regenerate itself until you smash it enough times for them to die off. But just getting those off can be a pain in the ass, because trying to get the globe holder to smash into walls without crushing you quickly enough so it doesn't reconnect is torture! You could have an amazing first half run, but because you weren't quick enough with either yourself or the sonar shots, you're either dying or watching in horror as it heals itself, and you frantically do everything to stop it before all that hard work is gone. And then you just sit there, dumbfounded, pissed off that you just did all that for nothing, again and again and again. And if you do get past the first half and take away its healing balls, the fucker goes psycho trying to ram you into a wall and crush you. And keep in mind, it doesn't take much of Ecco's body to count as being crushed. Although this is the key to defeating it, but when it isn't in your sight, it's nerve-wracking because it can blindside you and you're doing everything over again. Like, look at it here! I was so nervous about dying again, I didn't even want to approach it. It wasn't until I realized it wasn't moving anymore that I was safe. Also, don't forget, hard mode. I think it takes about double the smashes to beat it. But after all this, Ecco finally succeeds and regains his powers and is off to fight the Vortex Queen once more, and no! You sick motherfuckers! Luckily, this one isn't nearly as hard as the original machine. It has little markers giving you an idea where the screen is going to move, and although it does move faster, this machine only lasts about 2.5 minutes. Compared to the 10.5 minute snuff fest that was the original machine, I'll take it.
For fuck's sakes, no, get out. I don't care what you're doing, bro. Get the fuck out. 2 levels in a row, you can kiss my ass. See, that's what you gotta do with games like this. You gotta make sure they're your bitch, not the other way around.
I could just imagine that evil, disgusting grin on Ed's face when he decided not to make 1, but 2 machines back to back. I said it once before. Ed, you're a sick bastard. But it didn't take me long to clear them. I'm not completely sure if they're easier or if I just gotten better. Because between the 2 of them, it's only about half the length of the original. But they are faster and the route is more elaborate. Not to mention that there's a lot more enemies. But it's probably easier and I'm most likely making more of it than what it is. Oh well, glitch and win. Don't you just love when a glitch works in your favor? But I know what was easier, and that was the Vortex Queen this time around. Given she wasn't too difficult in the original, the only thing you really had to worry about was her eye boogers and her eating you. And the threat of being sent back to the machine is gone. In fact, the only thing I think that could actually hurt you is her tongue thing. The only thing you really have to worry about here is being swallowed back into the stomach, which really isn't a big deal. The level is very easy, and it's pretty cool since you get to play as a Vortex drone. Yeah, how about that? The first time in Ecco where losing can be fun. But once you find the exit, you're shot out again, sing her into the hole a few times, and you beat the game.
Wow. That was actually a little underwhelming. Considering the fucking bullshit this game just put me through, it's actually a little surprising. But hey, who knows, maybe the developers finally decided to give us a bone.
So is the Tides of Times worthy of the title sequel and not just cash-in? Oh, you bet your ass it does. It's a near-perfect sequel. It improves on everything that made the original good, got rid of all the crap, and times it by about 2. What, you're thinking 100? Let's be realistic here, it's only the first sequel, dumbass. Hey, wait a minute. Why am I still playing? This is a Sega game, there should be an end screen or something when I beat it. And this isn't the same 3D section from the beginning. Epilogue. Oh, wait a minute.
I'm playing a Sega Genesis game that has post-game content. What the fuck? What the fuck happened, Sega?
Sonic & Knuckles could be considered the first form of DLC. Then the Dreamcast was just a generation too early with its online aspect, and now post-game content years before it became a regular thing. Hell, even now it's still not that common or you're paying extra for it. But yes, Ecco the Tides of Time had 3 more levels after beating the game. That's actually pretty amazing. We learned that Ecco is the stone that caused a rip in time that split the future in two when the asteroid sent Ecco into the past in the first place. So to make sure this can never happen again, he tells Ecco he must go back to Atlantis and destroy the time machine. Epilogue in Fish City isn't too bad, but the City of Forever? Ho ho ho, it can go fuck itself! Ecco 1? Probably the easiest level in the game if you knew about the statue. Here it's... Ho ho, it can go fuck itself! You can tell this was the final level. A huge labyrinth awaits you, and the only way you can get past these barriers is to stalk what I think is the Vortex Queen. And I can tell you right now, this is one of the most tense parts of the game, because if it spots you, it's gonna make you jump at least once, and with those eyes, it's gonna go out of its way to squish you. The biggest problem is if you do screw up and actually get away. It's repositioning yourself behind it, so sometimes it's just not possible. But with some patience and some trial and error, well, not really. The hardest part is learning how to properly stalk it. Figuring out that perfect balance of how far you have to be so you don't get caught, but can also make it through that barrier. Either way, getting to the end is doable. But as we see here, Ecco doesn't destroy the time machine, but in fact uses it. Now you have beaten Ecco the Dolphin, the Tides of Time. And hey, a secret password, let's try it out. Doesn't work. This code is for something else. Oh, hot shit, I think we're getting into some stop and swap territory. This is for Ecco 3. What? The fuck is this? This is not Ecco. This is... Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ecco fucking Junior. I don't even care. You care? No? Good, because I'm not talking about it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, subscribe, like, and definitely share me to your friends if they're into this kind of shit. And while you're at it, why not check out my other stuff? If you sat through my review about a dolphin, I think you'll watch the one on South Park or Mario Party. If you don't, no, you're gonna watch. Probably the Mario Party one, right? Go watch. You don't have to wait for me, just go. Go now. Do it.